Top 3 best breakfast foods to flush out toxins and restore kidney function. Fast what you eat in the first 30 minutes after waking up may matter more for your kidneys than anything else you do all day, and almost nobody realizes it. Your kidneys have been quietly filtering your blood all night long while you slept, and the very first meal you feed your body either supports that overnight work or immediately undoes it. Most Americans reach for cereal, toast, or bacon without a second thought, foods that, over years of repetition, can quietly add to the sodium, sugar, and inflammatory load your kidneys have to manage every single morning. But a small handful of breakfast foods work in the opposite direction, supporting hydration, easing inflammation, and giving your kidneys exactly what they need to keep functioning at their best, starting from the very first bite of your day. To be clear, no single breakfast reverses kidney damage overnight, but the right morning habit, repeated consistently, genuinely supports your kidney's natural filtering process day after day. Today we're counting down the 3 best breakfast foods for exactly that, chosen for real, research-backed reasons, not trends. Number 1 might already be sitting in your kitchen right now. Before we get into it, if you're someone who cares about protecting your health as you age, hit that subscribe button right now, because we share videos like this every single week, and turn on notifications so you never miss one. And if this video ends up helping you, do one simple thing for us. Share it with someone you love who needs to hear it too. Sometimes the people closest to us are the ones who need this information the most. All right, let's count it down, starting with number 3. Food #3. Oatmeal. Oatmeal might seem like the most ordinary breakfast on this entire list, but its role in kidney protection is anything but ordinary. The key lies in a specific type of soluble fiber found in oats called beta-glucan, which has been extensively studied for its ability to lower LDL cholesterol by binding to it in the digestive tract and helping the body eliminate it naturally. Since cardiovascular health and kidney health share the exact same blood vessel network, anything that protects your arteries directly protects the delicate blood vessels inside your kidneys too. There's a second mechanism worth knowing. Oatmeal has a relatively gentle effect on blood sugar compared to many other breakfast carbohydrates. And since uncontrolled blood sugar remains one of the leading causes of kidney damage among American adults, starting your day with a food that supports steady glucose levels matters enormously, especially for anyone managing pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes alongside kidney concerns. Oatmeal is also naturally low in sodium and phosphorus when prepared simply, making it one of the more forgiving breakfast grains for people managing chronic kidney disease, unlike many packaged cereals that hide surprising amounts of both. There's a third benefit that often gets overlooked. Oats contain a modest amount of magnesium and antioxidant compounds called evenanthramides, which have been studied for their mild anti-inflammatory effects on blood vessel walls, adding yet another small layer of protection to a food that already does so much. Now for the mistakes. The biggest one is reaching for flavored instant oatmeal packets, which are often loaded with added sugar and sodium, quietly canceling out the very benefits that make oatmeal valuable in the first place. Another mistake is drowning oatmeal in brown sugar or syrup, spiking blood sugar right out of the gate and undoing its natural advantage. For the best preparation, cooking plain rolled oats with water or a low-phosphorus milk alternative, then adding natural flavor through cinnamon, a small amount of fresh fruit, or a few nuts, preserves every benefit while keeping the meal genuinely satisfying. For a touch of luxury, try a cinnamon vanilla steel-cut oat bowl, slow-cooked and topped with toasted almonds, or an elegant overnight oats with fresh berries and a drizzle of honey, prepared the night before for an effortless morning that feels far more special than the 5 minutes of prep it actually requires. A savory herbed oat bowl topped with a poached egg white and fresh chives offers a sophisticated restaurant-style twist for anyone bored of sweet breakfasts, proving that oats can carry an entire menu of flavor directions without ever losing their kidney-friendly foundation. As for the right amount, a half cup of dry oats, roughly 1 cup cooked, makes an appropriately sized, kidney-conscious morning serving for most adults, though anyone managing advanced CKD should confirm their personal grain and fiber targets with a renal dietitian. I think of Thomas, 65, who had eaten sugary cereal every morning for decades without giving it much thought, until his cholesterol numbers prompted a conversation with his doctor. After switching to plain oats with cinnamon and fresh berries, his cholesterol improved within a few months, and he told his doctor it was the easiest change he'd ever made, since he barely noticed giving anything up at all. Food #2, Egg White Scramble. Coming in at number 2 is a breakfast staple that renal dietitians consistently point to for one simple reason: efficiency. Egg whites are considered a high biological value protein, meaning the body uses nearly all of the amino acids they provide with minimal leftover waste, which translates directly into less nitrogenous waste for your kidneys to filter out first thing in the morning. This matters especially at breakfast, since it's often the meal where people unknowingly load up on phosphorus-heavy proteins like sausage, bacon, or whole eggs, without realizing the cumulative effect on their kidneys over time. Egg whites sidestep that issue almost entirely, since nearly all of an egg's phosphorus and saturated fat is concentrated in the yolk, not the white. Starting the day with a protein that's both efficient and gentle gives your kidneys a lighter morning workload, while still supplying real, usable fuel for muscle maintenance. Something particularly important for adults over 60 working to preserve strength and mobility. There's an added benefit worth mentioning. Egg whites are naturally low in potassium, making them one of the more flexible protein choices for people at various stages of kidney disease, unlike many higher potassium breakfast proteins. They're also essentially free of the saturated fat concentrated in the yolk, meaning a morning built around egg whites supports healthier cholesterol levels too. And since heart health and kidney health share the same blood vessel network, that benefit circles right back around to your kidneys once again. Now, the common mistakes. Many people reach for prepackaged liquid egg white cartons loaded with sodium and preservatives, instead of simply separating fresh eggs at home, a small switch that dramatically improves both flavor and kidney friendliness. Another mistake is pairing egg whites with processed breakfast meats or salty cheese, which quietly reintroduces the sodium and phosphorus load the egg whites were helping you avoid in the first place. For the best method, gently scrambling egg whites over low heat with fresh vegetables like spinach, tomato, or bell pepper preserves texture and nutrition without needing excess salt. For a touch of luxury, try a Mediterranean egg white scramble with sun-dried tomato and fresh basil, an elegant egg white and asparagus frittata baked with a whisper of Parmesan, or individually portioned egg white breakfast cups with roasted vegetables, perfect for busy mornings or entertaining guests, and easy to prepare in batches at the start of the week for effortless mornings ahead. As for the right amount, the whites of 2 to 3 eggs make a well-portioned, kidney-conscious breakfast serving for most adults, though those managing advanced CKD or dialysis should confirm personal protein targets with their renal care team. I think of Nancy, 68, who was told after her CKD diagnosis to watch her phosphorus closely and worried she'd have to give up eggs entirely, one of her favorite breakfasts. Once her dietitian explained that the yolk, not the white, carried nearly all the concern, Nancy simply adjusted her recipe rather than abandoning it altogether, and her follow-up labs reflected the improvement within a few months. Food #1. Blueberries here. It is the breakfast food that consistently earns the top spot in kidney-focused nutrition research, and the moment you understand the mechanism, you'll want to add it to your morning plate immediately. Blueberries are exceptionally rich in anthocyanins, the deep blue-purple pigments responsible for one of the highest antioxidant concentrations of any commonly eaten fruit. These compounds work by neutralizing free radicals, the unstable molecules created through normal metabolism and daily stress that gradually damage kidney tissue over years of accumulation. Starting your morning with a concentrated dose of antioxidants means your kidneys begin the day with active support against that ongoing cellular wear, rather than facing it unprotected. There's a second mechanism worth understanding. Blueberries have been studied for their supportive role in healthy blood pressure regulation. And since uncontrolled blood pressure remains one of the top 2 causes of chronic kidney disease in American adults, a morning habit that gently supports vascular health carries real, compounding value over months and years. Blueberries also have a comparatively low impact on blood sugar, relative to many other fruits, making them a smart breakfast choice for anyone managing diabetes alongside kidney concerns, a combination extremely common among adults over 60. There's one more mechanism worth mentioning. Blueberries contain small amounts of vitamin K and manganese, nutrients that support healthy blood vessel and connective tissue function, rounding out their profile as a fruit that works on multiple fronts at once, rather than offering just a single isolated benefit. Now for the mistakes. The most common one is choosing sugar-sweetened dried blueberries or blueberry-flavored products instead of real, whole blueberries, which strip away most of the fiber and antioxidant value while adding unnecessary sugar. Another mistake is eating them alongside heavily processed, high-sodium breakfast items, unintentionally canceling out the blood pressure benefit blueberries were providing in the first place. For the best method, fresh or frozen blueberries eaten whole, blended into a smoothie, or stirred into oatmeal, preserve the most antioxidant value, since heat and processing gradually diminish their potency. For a touch of luxury, try a blueberry and lemon ricotta parfait, layered with a touch of honey, an elegant blueberry compote, spooned warm over Greek yogurt, or a vibrant blueberry basil smoothie bowl, topped with sliced almonds for an upscale cafe-style presentation at home. As for the right amount, roughly 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries makes an ideal daily serving for most adults, though anyone managing advanced CKD should confirm their personal potassium allowance with a doctor or renal dietitian before making it a daily habit. I think of Carol, 71, who started keeping a bag of frozen blueberries in her freezer, specifically so she'd never have an excuse to skip them, blending a handful into her morning oatmeal almost every day. Within months, her blood pressure readings became noticeably steadier, a change her doctor attributed in part to the simple, consistent habit she had built into her mornings. So there you have it, 3 breakfast foods working together, through completely different mechanisms, to support your kidneys every single morning. Oatmeal steadying blood sugar and cholesterol, egg whites delivering efficient protein with minimal phosphorus burden, and blueberries flooding your body with antioxidant protection right from the very first bite. Remember, these foods support your kidneys. They don't replace medical care, so always check with your doctor or renal dietitian before making major changes, especially if you're managing CKD or dialysis. So here's our question for you. Which of these 3 are you adding to your breakfast table tomorrow morning? Drop your answer in the comments below, and if this video opened your eyes even a little, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to see it too. Thank you for watching. Stay nourished, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.